Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to Martyn Lucas Investor. 24 hours to go. What am I talking about? Well, in 24 hours, everything could change. Everything will change, and I'm going to put my name in the sand once again. You'll know if you follow this show, I am quite happy to make my predictions, and so far, I've been right. Multiple times, nearly all the time. In fact, since I rebalanced my portfolio, since I reset my account 18 months ago, so tomorrow I'm making another announcement. In 24 hours from now, you are either in or you are out. The choice is yours. In 24 hours, we get the start of 2 days of Fed numbers. We start with the CPI, we then go to the PPI. What are we going to see? I'm going to make my prediction of what we're going to see. Tomorrow at 7 a.m. Central Daylight Time, we go to an all-time high on the S&P 500. You couldn't be more predictive than that. Couldn't be more precise to the second than that. Inflation, will it show up in the data report? The answer is no. A crash, is it coming? Not just yet. Not due to inflation. There was blood on the street. Are we going back there again? Not tomorrow, not this day, but we can. I'll explain how. Is the Fed about to turn on the money printer? It's time to take a close look at the numbers. It's a time to go back to the city and get ready for the moves. Are we about to go, as some would say, to the moon? Or are we about to stand on the moon? Making all my predictions for you live right now, putting my name in the sand, and I'm extremely confident of my analysis. Tomorrow, we'll find out if I'm right or I'm wrong. Welcome to the studio. They call me the chairman of YouTube due to my very special chair that was given to me by the Lucasades, coming up to our 4th anniversary next week. This is my logo, M for Martyn, L for Leah or Lucas. Bit of both there. With the king of the microphone in between because I broadcast, and a crown because I'm from the UK, with the England and the United Kingdom and the United States flag embroidered in silk on the back of my chair. Thank you to all the Lucasades. The opportunity light is glowing white hot today. What are you going to do? And are you in or are you out? The concerns we have are not for the Fed. Everybody knows it, but nobody wants to admit it, because everybody has an ulterior motive and an agenda. I don't. I'm just telling you how it is. I have a self-imposed responsibility. I want to support my members. I want my members, the Lucasades, to win. I'm not selling you anything. I don't reach out and contact you. I don't spam on your accounts. I only deliver content to my own. You come to view me or you don't. I share my opinions, my thoughts based upon analysis, experience, and sitting here for hours and hours and hours every day for 4 years, talking directly to the banks, talking directly to hedge fund managers, talking directly to CEOs. In fact, we have 2 CEO interviews, members only, as you know, one of the perks of being a member. Coming up any moment now, I'll be announcing it at any moment. And most of my 85,000 subscribers will miss it because we are, of course, always CEOs members only. Japan. Now that is the concern, what I'm talking about, but that is not this day. That is a couple of weeks away. The tariff credibility will be shown to the world tomorrow. Was Trump right or wrong? I will make my claim and my prediction and put my name in the sand right now. Tariffs tomorrow will show up for the first time in the inflation report. For the very first time. So will inflation be up? Well, if you believe virtually everybody, then yes, inflation will be up tomorrow because the numbers will be reflected in this number. And if inflation is up, is it transitory, one-off, go sideways, or is it the beginning of a trend? If it's a beginning of a trend, the market crashes. And then we have Japan, the bond sell-off, inflation, interest rates go up, and then we're down 20, 30, 40, 50% on the S&P. Will that happen? No, that will not happen tomorrow. Tomorrow at 7 a.m., half an hour before the report, I predict we shall be at an all-time high and then push 10% up. Now, am I just saying this, or am I actually doing what I say and say what I do? Well, I'll show you how bullish I am. I'll show you how bullish I am. I started with $5,000. Every single penny I have in the world, other than £10 in my Lloyd's account, other than, oh, what do we have here?
Jerry and Elba donated $5 through a super chat. You are a blessing to us, and the LucasAid family is a true family. We support each other's. We are blessed to be a member.
That's very kind, Jerry and Elba. Thank you. Started with $5,000. Every single penny I've got is invested. There's only £10 in my Lloyd's bank account in the UK. There's only £10 in my Bank of America account in the United States. That's it. Every single penny other than that is invested in Robinhood. All my margin, used it all, 100% in, and refinanced. I couldn't be more in. You couldn't, there's no money under the sofa. There's no money hidden away for a holiday fund. Every single penny and some is invested. And that's how I've now got invested over $430,000, nearly $500,000 from just 5,000. Because I believe in what I say what I do, and I do what I say, and I do it live in front of everyone. So this is real. If tomorrow the market goes down 30, 40%, am I okay? Yes, I am. I'm prepared for that scenario as well. Because if you look at my buffer, I got a 46.86% buffer. It keeps increasing, actually, even though I keep buying more, even though I buy at the top, my margin gets safer and safer and safer because I don't sell from the bottom. If I do trim, I trim from the top using my tax lots. So I'm constantly improving my position, but this takes time. You cannot achieve these goals in 5 minutes. This has taken 4 years to get to this point. And still, overall, I know this is hard to for some people to grasp when I say I'm up from 5,000 to 400,000. What's important is what I have, how many shares I have, not the profit I have. The profit will come when I need it in 10, 20 years. I'm going to show you my full position now. And you will see I am still down overall because of my losses.
Kembley McIlrath donated $10 through a super chat. Thank you, Martyn, for your most honest and genuine dedication. May God bless you richly in your end of hours. We appreciate you more than you can imagine.
I think that meant endeavours. It just read it out incorrectly. That's very nice, Kembley. What a wonderful comment that is. So I'm going to do this ahead of time. I promised I would do this when I got up overall, but I'm going to do it now because I'm that confident that I'm right. I'm going to share the journey with you. So pay close attention to this because this is the most important information, some of the most important information I could possibly share to all of you. And if this was my last day on earth, this would be a really important message. And it one day will be my last day on earth. And this video will remain here forever on YouTube. Whoever takes over the channel when I'm gone, because that's the plan. Sensei's already going, yeah, me please. Maybe I'll just annoy him and give it to Vaz just to annoy him, just to mess him up. What do you reckon? Anyway, the point is, this could be the most important thing I ever say. Because time is the only thing of value. It's the only thing that we have and the only thing that we spend. Everything else is mere noise. Time is everything. Time is everything. And as an investor, and whether you call yourself a day trader, a scalp trader, a momentum trader, doesn't matter what you call yourself, time is everything. And at the end of the day, when you start investing or scalp trading or momentum gambling, time will always be the answer to everything. Because when you start investing or gambling, at that stage, you probably don't need the money because you're gambling and you're risking and you're doing things that maybe you shouldn't be doing. So you can afford to lose. Obviously, you wouldn't be doing it, would you? But time is everything because time will come when you need the money because perhaps you don't have an income anymore. That's why you invested or gambled in the first place, to give yourself money for the future, even though you might tell yourself it's for today and I want to get rich in 5 minutes. Time just looks down upon that and goes, whatever. What you think of yourself and how you behave today, whatever. It's when you need the money most is when the money will be there or not. And time will tell.
Jerry and Elba donated $10 through a super chat. This is to match those feelings. We are blessed with Martyn and the Lucasade family.
Flippin' heck, Jerry and Elba. Your super chats are through the roof. So time is everything. How much time you have with a person you love and what you might experience in the future financially. Time is everything. So when you enter the market, your job, your focus, the only thing that's important is where you will be in the future and not where you are today. Too many people focus on the price. They focus on the stock or the asset and the price. No one, hardly anyone, bothers with the future value. Not the future price, the future value. So to assess that, we need to study, read balance sheets, fundamentals, boring white papers. I've done many polls on my channel and most people say they don't. They don't read it. They're going on all kinds of other noise and nonsense. Well, that's not what I do. I focus on the long-term goal. So let me show you the timeline of my show. So here we are today on the hour. I'm up on the hour. Is that of any consequence and importance at all? No. Nothing to be learned or gained from the hour. Nothing. People are trading my businesses because they're my businesses because I own them. You don't own them. You trade them. So what happens in the hour on the live means absolutely nothing. Zero. Why pay attention to it? The day. Is the day important? Well, some days you're up, some days you're down. We like to look at the day because it's the news of the day. It's what's happening that's driving the markets today. And if there's a big event today, or there's news today on inflation or something or other, then the day could be of some interest to us. However, not for a long-term investor, it's not. It's just maybe an opportunity to trim, take some profit, maybe. Look at what's happening in the market. Buy a dip, maybe. So the day is some value. We look at the week. Well, now we start to see over the week what's happened. A trend has been formed, an uptrend perhaps. We're looking at the week going, okay, what was the reaction yesterday to WWDC, the Apple event? What's likely to occur tomorrow? This is where analysis like Sensei and chart readers will start to see trends and patterns, and they'll look at this as an important time span. A week gives us some kind of idea of trend. It's kind of useful. I'm up. Lovely. Now we look at the month. Now, a little bit more can be gained from the month because during the month, we've seen certain repeats of certain data like inflation, PPI, CPI. We can see a pattern forming. We've got much more information over the month to see where the markets are going. However, this is still a microcosm, chasm of time when you stand back and pan out and look back really. But a month becomes quite useful. Now, certainly the 3 month. 3 months, I'm up 19% again, outperforming the market. Again, 26 trades, 26 wins. In fact, I'm outperforming the Robinhood managed account. I'm outperforming the experts, the people that know more than anyone else. Look, these are the hedge funds. These are the managers. My managed investment account. I opened this a few weeks ago to see what Robinhood could do compared to me. These are the professionals. These are the hedge fund managers. These are the experts. These are the fund managers. These are the people that know more than me. However, when you know more than everybody else, that comes with responsibility. You are limited and restricted to certain things you can and cannot do because you work for me. You've got to be sensible. You can't take bigger risks. You can't be all in one asset like I am, just the S&P. This is my managed fund. And you can see over 3 months, I have doubled, more than doubled, way more. And in fact, that doesn't even show the full story because it only started just under 3 months ago, so it was flat there. It doesn't even show the full story. In another couple of weeks, you will see that I'm nearly triple of what Robinhood professionals, the best people, the professional investment funds have been able to achieve. I've beaten Warren Buffett. I've beaten basically everybody over that period of time. 3 months, $29,000. I'm up. I'm beating everyone. Okay, great. Hurrah for me. 3 months is an important time because in 3 months we get earnings reports. I've done talks about this and most people don't pay any attention whatsoever to the earnings calls. So we cover them all, well, as many as we can. If you are a member, you can request an earnings call. I heard Sensei mention earlier, if you do a $5 super chat, Sensei would cover the GameStop earnings tonight. So you can see that. So you can get that perk as well. 3 months is an important metric because we start to see the earnings reports and certainly trends forming. The year to date, I'm up 10% year to date. Wonderful. That's the year we are currently in, the year to date. From the beginning of the year, when Trump came in, crashed the market, V-shape. The year to date is interesting. However, particularly through macro conditions, the year to date can be misleading, can be a confusing metric, because if you look at the year to date, it doesn't really tell you the story the 3-month did. The year to date is great. However, we can see that when Trump came into power and then we had Liberation Day and we had the tariffs, the markets went crazy and down they went. What this shows us is macro conditions. Now, macro conditions are everything. The macro conditions are my Bible. They are absolutely my number one fundamental investment strategy. I make no secret about that. Because I know what I own. I know the businesses that I own. I know the S&P. I know my earnings. I know my CEOs. I know my balance sheets, margins, profits, loss, percentages, so on and so forth. I don't need to worry about that anymore. I've bought what I know. I just own what I know because I bought good stuff. I can keep it forever. I'm done with that. I move on. What I want to do now is find the macro conditions, the noise that means nothing but means everything over time. Because when noise is created and Donald Trump says something or Elon Musk says something or a war breaks out, my business isn't failing, but there's noise. And everybody else knows it as well. So it's no secret. However, how people behave is everything. The markets don't sell off because it's the end of the world and it's terrible. The markets sell off because the market can move the market. You can't. So when Wall Street are given the opportunity to dump the market or rally the market on macro conditions, they will do it. Because they will sell off and everybody will follow suit. Everyone sees it going down, so everybody else sells it, so it goes down even further. What a load of nonsense. It's just a game. The more people I speak to, the more CEOs I speak to, the more hedge fund managers I speak to, the more I realize it's just a game. What's not a game is buying the business. That part is serious. That part is real. You buy the business. All systems go. Looking at numbers, discipline, boring old balance sheets. That's serious business. Once you've bought the business, all of this, it's a game. It's a game. Some people would say, I often say, don't play checkers, play chess. I shouldn't really say that. I should play, I should say something like, don't play snakes and ladders. It's a random total nonsense. If you roll a 2 and you step 2 steps forward and you hit the snake, you go down. I think in America they call it tubes and something else. Doesn't really matter. But the point is you go up something and down something else. It's a random thing. You click on the ladder and you go up, and you click on the snake or the tube and you go down the tubes, whatever it might be. These are random moments you have no control over whatsoever, but you have total control of what you do about it. But most people don't do anything. They sell out and do the opposite. They get fearful. Well, hang on a minute. What actually happened? Nothing happened on the year to date at all. Just some flipping idiots said some stupid stuff and the market went down. Now, it went down not by default. It went down because Wall Street triggers and flips a switch which says it's going to go down. So because there is downward pressure, they sell everything. Everybody buy, everyone sells. Now you have to have that. Because if that mechanism didn't exist, this whole thing wouldn't work. The market can't go, well, it's not important. It's not important because it's only a macro condition, stay where we are, and no one sell. Well, if that happened, nothing would happen. Go sideways. So there's no selling, so there's no buying. What, are we just going to keep buying up and up and up until the S&P is $1 trillion, bazillion, gazillion, trillion, bazillion dollars? Well, of course not. It wouldn't make any sense. There'd be no value in anything. There's already no value in money, but there'd be no value in the stock market at all if it just went up all the time. So we have to have a mechanism that sells. And that mechanism is greed and nonsense. And that is the game of snakes and ladders that you chose to play. No one invited you in. No one asked you to join. But here you are playing snakes and ladders, playing the stock market. When you started with playing chess. You studied, you bought a business. Now you're in the game of trading. In my case, I'm not. I'm in the case of owning. And all I do is buy more of what I like when it's down. And that's why I'm outperforming on every single metric so far. But hang on. We're not at the end yet, are we? So far, I'm beating on every metric. I'm beating Warren Buffett. I'm up on everything. Brilliant. Marvellous. Marvellous. So I bought the macro dips, not because the world was coming to an end. If the world comes to an end, it doesn't matter what's in my Robinhood. Quite frankly, it doesn't matter how much money I have or haven't got in the bank. Quite frankly, it doesn't matter. None of it matters. So who the hell cares? So when the macro conditions are bad and everyone sells, it's not because everything is bad. It's because we all play lemmings. We all just follow each other over the cliff. Humans are stupid. We are stupid. Humans are a very flawed species. That's why aliens have never come here. We're stupid. We destroy our planet. We lie to each other. We manipulate each other. We shoot each other. We're a stupid race of people, quite frankly. And we just play stupid snakes and ladders with each other. Well, the winners always win and the losers always lose because the winners know how it works and the losers are all running around like headless chickens going, what's going on with my money? Well, you just got to open the box, read the rules and join the party. The stock market isn't what you want it to be. Your stock isn't what you want it to be. Your favourite crypto isn't what you want it to be. It is what it is. And you need to wake up and realise what it is. And you are in a game. You are in an absolute game, and I know because I speak all day to the people that play the game. We are all the puppets on the end of the strings. I cut my strings a long time ago, and I'll come on to that on the all position. We now move on to the 1 year. Now, the 1 year is just what it is. 365 days, the rolling year. Again, I'm beating the market. Hurrah! I'm beating Warren Buffett. Hurrah! How does it happen? How can Martyn possibly keep beating everybody when he only owns the S&P 500? He's the most boring investor ever. He doesn't own Binky Bonk Fart Coin or anything else. How can he keep winning? It doesn't make any sense. Doesn't pay any tax either. And compounding hasn't even begun. It doesn't begin until at least 5, 6, 7 years. Then you'll start to see it. So now I'm up on the past of the year, the past 365 days. There's one more button to click. The only button that counts. So how come I never share it? How come I never show you the all? Well, I started with $5,000. I've currently got $430,000 invested. And the all might be quite interesting to you, and it should be. It should be the only thing that matters. And yet we never talk about it. So let's show it today, and I'll make my prediction of where it will be tomorrow. In 24 hours. That's all you have left to set up your portfolio for a lifetime. Here is the all, and let me explain how we got there. No surprise, it's red. How did that happen? You keep beating the market. You keep winning. 26 trades, 26 wins. How on earth are you overall down? But I'm not. 4 years ago, I started this show with $5,000. I had a handful of shares right at the top of a bull run. We were coming out of COVID. I started a YouTube channel called Martyn Lucas, the Day Trader. Oops, there's the first mistake. I thought I was a day trader. I thought I was really smart. I was trading every 5 minutes. I was losing every 5 minutes. I wasn't even aware of the FIFO rule on Robinhood. Neither were you. Neither was anybody else, because Robinhood didn't tell anybody. I went to Mark Cuban's house, a billionaire. I did the Jerry Jones event, owner of the Cowboys. And I walked in telling everybody how clever I was. I've just built a YouTube channel called The Day Trader. I've bought this amazing thing called Tesla. I know all about Bitcoin. I'm clever than you, hedge fund managers, Wall Street managers, billionaires who have been in the stock market for 30, 40, 50 years. I know more than you. I'm amazing. I've got a YouTube channel. I'm bloody brilliant, I am. I've discovered Virgin Galactic, the future. You're not even in it. You're stupid. You don't know what you're doing. I didn't literally say those things, but that's what I thought. I talked to those hedge fund managers. I can see them in my mind's eye right now. And they smiled at me and listened. They hardly spoke. They listened. I was doing all the noise. I was doing all the talking because I knew everything. I just started a YouTube channel. I was buying Virgin Galactic. I'm buying Bitcoin. I'm buying Tesla. I'm bloody brilliant. Look at it go up. Look at it go up. Look at it go up. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me and my $5,000. Hey, I'm a bloody genius, I am. I've been in the stock market for 5 minutes. These guys were billionaires, millionaires, been in it all their lives. But I knew more than anyone. So I was telling everybody, brilliant. Virgin Galactic, brilliant. It's going to the moon. I bought it at $70 right at the top, which is currently where we are, which was today's money, about $1,000 before the reverse split. What a flippin' idiot. I didn't read balance sheets. I didn't have any friends. I didn't have anybody watching me either at the time. I had a few people, about 10 people, 20 people. I didn't have any hedge fund managers. I'd never interviewed a CEO. I'd never read a balance sheet. I certainly hadn't covered an earnings call. I certainly hadn't taken part in one, as I have now twice. I didn't have a flipping clue what I was talking about, but I thought I did. So I kept buying, and I kept buying, and I used margin, and I bought some more. And then the COVID bull market was over. I've never experienced a bear market. I've only experienced a bull market. Now, hang on a minute. Didn't I invest years ago with Barclays Bank? Didn't I have some knowledge and experience of all this? Yeah, I did. What am I doing? I know how to invest. I've run my own bloody company. I had a limited company, One Night in Vegas LLC, made millions. The company did. I didn't make any money personally because it was a very expensive show to put on. But the company made millions. I had a limited company. I had about 40 employees. I'd invested for years on the stock market with Barclays Bank. I know what I'm doing. What the bloody hell am I doing? What am I doing as a trader? I got swept up in the old YouTube excitement. I got FOMO. I was all excited building a YouTube channel. What am I doing? I know how to do this. As the world piano man, I got friends in the highest places all around the world. Hang on a minute. You're on your own, behind a camera, trading on YouTube. What are you doing? You know what to do. Stop. Stop. So this nonsense carried on for a while. Down and down and down and bloody down and down and down and down and down and down. Things started to improve, but I didn't tell myself it's because of me. No. The market started to recover. So things got a bit better. Up it went a bit, down again and down. And then it started to recover again. And then there. What happened there? The most important day in my trading life. What happened on that day there? Can anyone remember live on the show? What happened on that day there? That was the day I changed the show from Martyn Lucas the Day Trader to Martyn Lucas Investor. That was the day, all during here, I was making friends. I was learning. I was going back to what I knew. I got over the hype of building a YouTube channel, and I started to remember who I really was. I am an investor. I invest in people. What is my skill set? Day trading? No. Rubbish at day trading. I can trade successfully. I've done 26 trades, 26 wins. Since there, I can trade perfectly well. But I trade with knowledge. I don't trade with momentum and noise. So I stopped. And I did it in the most aggressive way possible. The most difficult, most destructive way. And I did it for this reason, to give myself the biggest slap in the face so I would never do it again. As you all know, many years ago, I declared myself bankrupt once. I've never done it again. And since then, I've always had money. I ran one night in Vegas. The Lehman Brothers collapsed, the whole banking crisis collapsed, and all of this stuff. And we had a credit crisis in England, and nobody was going to the theatre. And I knew there was no way on earth my business would survive. I could just walk into it, even though I had a perfect credit score and the bank said everything is perfect. I could just throw in the towel. Sorry, I could just keep going, or I could realize where I was and deal with it. And I did. And I declared myself bankrupt, started again. I did the same thing here. I started again at the worst time possible. I was right at the top here, coming to the end of 2023, and I said, this has to change. And it has to be like a slap in the face, because if it's not, you're not going to learn. So I went, right. The channel is now Martyn Lucas Investor, not the day trader. Nothing about that is helpful to anyone. That is promoting gambling. That is promoting chance and risk. Don't need it. Let's go back to old school education and discipline. Throw that out. So what I did was I changed the show to Martyn Lucas Investor, and I sold everything there on January the 1st. You may remember it. I sold at the worst time. At the worst time. I sold just after it crashed. Boom. I didn't do it there. I did it there. I watched it go down and down and down. And I said, I'm so confident that I know what to do. I'm going to do it with a slap in the face. And I did it live on the show. You watched me do it. I sold everything on the way down, got out, did it the worst way possible. Didn't sell at the top. Didn't need to. What I needed to do was get on the right path. The stock price was not important, and I showed it on the screen. I said, I'm going to sell. I'm out at the worst time possible. As it began to fall down, I sold. Because what was important was not where I am today, is where I'm going to be in the future. And I knew this the day I declared bankruptcy, all those years ago. I didn't care about today. I was focusing on the future. And the future becomes the future when you start today. Not tomorrow, not next week, not next month I'm going to start taking exercise. Next month I'm going to start eating right. Today. Hit yourself, slap in the face, go cold turkey. It's happening now, and that is it. And this is what happened. My mum passed away. My mum died. As I made the announcement those years ago to change everything, bankruptcy, my mum died. And then this happened. Let me go and grab this picture. So this is a picture that sits above the studio. This is a picture of me years ago. This is a picture of my mum, right? Now and you see there's a £10. You see there's a £10 note there? See that? What does that mean? Just after I declared bankruptcy and I decided to get on the right path, not at the right time, at the only time, now. I did that. My mum died. People often say when loved ones pass away, a robin. In America, I think they say a red cardinal, but in England, they say a robin. A red robin appears. Believe it, don't believe it, it's up to you. Well, I was at home, just gone through the bankruptcy. My mum passed away, and a red robin appeared on the windowsill. I looked out of the window, and a £10 note flew across behind the robin, across the garden. I went outside, I picked it up, put it in a frame. I've always had money ever since. Never been in debt ever since. That was the bankruptcy. My mum had a very, very simple life. She didn't earn much money. Minimum wage. Basic living. I mean, lived on fresh vegetables out of the garden. You couldn't be more basic. Basic. Didn't own anything, didn't go anywhere. She lived for her grandchildren. She lived for the kids. That's all she did. And my mum always had money, and she had no money coming in. Basic minimum wage. Once upon a time, she was a nurse. Years before that, she was a singer, actually quite well known back in the 60s. But as she got on later in life, she'd be a cleaner. She'd be quite happy to clean toilets. Minimum wage. But she always had money. And every few years, one of my mum's insurance policies would expire. She'd always save money, invest money wisely. I knew how to invest. My mum did it all her life. And she had no money. But she put £1 a week away. And every few years, as we got older, 20, 30 years later, every year, she'd have an insurance policy expire. Another £5,000. Another 10 grand. She had this money all the time, but she had no money at all. But she always had money coming in on these pensions, all these insurance payouts. What the bloody hell's this? It wasn't lots of money, but she always had enough money, right? And she knew how to save. She knew how to invest. She didn't have much money to grow a huge portfolio like what I'm trying to do, but she had enough to make money out of money. And that's the key. So she did. So the day she died, the robin flew past and a £10 note flew past the window. And I thought, I don't know. You all know I'm not a religious person. I don't know what. I don't have a clue. But I thought, well, that's pretty weird. I've never had a £10 note fly past the window ever. I've never picked up any money other than a penny, never a £10 note. £10 note flew past the window. Blue robin flew off. I picked it up. It's been in that frame ever since. And I said, I'm always going to have money. Never going to be in debt again. So here I am today, making those decisions. So I made that decision. To sell there, slap in the face, get it done. Here we go. You know what to do. Your mum showed you what to do. You know how to invest. You know it's all about time. You know it's not about trading and guessing and playing the silly snakes and ladders. All you have to do is remain in and stay in and buy those flipping snakes and ladders. Buy the dips when everybody sells because nothing's happened. It's just noise. So I did. And I started. And I started from here. Now, bearing in mind now, I'm starting from a place of down. I lost about, overall, I wiped out about 30 grand on Virgin Galactic. I wiped about 5 grand off with Virgin Orbit. I also sold for losses in that move there on January the 1st, all this down here. I'm coming from a really bad place. I'm slapping myself in the face on purpose, getting back on track, doing what's right, and I'm starting right now. Not tomorrow, not when I make my money back, not when things turn around. Now. Yeah, but you're selling for losses. Don't care. Starting right now. What do I have? The day I walked out of a bankruptcy court, for the first time in my life since I was 16, I had a £1 note in my £1 coin in my hand. It was the very first time that £1 coin was mine. Up to that point, the money was not mine because money was borrowed. I had flipping diamond rings, diamond watches, jet skis, sports cars, a big lorry, 6 Vegas showgirls, a big orchestra, traveling the world piano man, rock and roll. But I had no money because I had flipping debt coming out my ears. So you don't have any money. If you've got credit, if you're minus and you've got riches, you're minus. You're a rich man if you've got £1 up. You owe no money. You've got no credit cards, no car loan, no mortgage. £1, you're a rich man. And that was what happened the day I came out of the bankruptcy court. I ended up with £1. They took my house away, my car away, my equipment away, my debt away, gone. £1. I started from £1. It was the best decision of my life. And then I did it again here. Started the path to success. I went fully in the S&P 500 for honesty and integrity because now I've decided to be a mainstream media channel. I'm going to interview CEOs. I'm going to talk to people. I've got friends. They don't want the day trader. They want the news channel. They want someone reliable, honest, trustworthy. The person I really am. Not a bloody day trader, even though I can trade. Successfully, 26 times, 26 wins since here. So let's start doing that then. Let's start being who I really am. Focus on what I am. Sensei is for charts. Vaz is for EVTOLs. I am an entertainer. I am very good at putting on a show, bringing people together, assembling a community, putting on a big fancy show, looking great. I'm also very good at discipline. I'm also very good at hard work. I can stick at it. So be that person then. That's who you are. Mark Cuban, a billionaire, said, Martyn, be the best of yourself and you will always win. Don't be somebody else. No one else is you. Be the best of you. Know who you are and know what you do. So this is what I do. And I started. Now, my YouTube channel started to earn money. I got no money all through here. I did all this for free, losing my money, and I'm earning nothing on YouTube. Nothing. 18 months, I earned zero. Eventually, I started earning $1 a day. You all remember when I earned $1 a day, all my savings were gone, and all I'm earning is $1 a day. But I kept going. Now my YouTube channel starts earning $1, $5, $10, $50, $100 a day. Things start going up. And all I did was buy the S&P. But I didn't just buy the S&P willy-nilly. I bought it on macro conditions. When the rest of the world is playing all this silly buggers back here, I am doing it differently now. I'm buying it when you're doing this. I'm doing this. And I'm buying. And up it went. My strategy is working. Minus 60 odd grand. Terrible. I'm starting from the worst place scenario. So don't tell me you can't start with zero. Don't tell me you can't start with minus. I started from the worst place possible, right at the bottom, losing all my money. I started again, working for free, earning no money. But I'm now on the right path. The path is all that matters. Where you are today is not important. It's where you will be in the future. Just get on the right path and get on the right path now, not tomorrow, now. And if you can't do it now, you will never do it tomorrow. If you can't get out of bed today and do the right thing, start by shower, shave, put a suit on, make the bed, eat the right thing, go for an exercise, do the right thing. If you don't start today, you will never start ever. And you'll end up in the future where you are today, zero. So no, I do not accept that way of living. I'm in charge of me. My body is not in charge of me. I am in charge of me. The energy inside is in charge of me. My body, this old 56-year-old broken body that's got 6 bulging discs in my back, is not in charge of me. The spirit and the energy is in charge of me. My brain works. I'm doing what's right, and you cannot stop me. So I started doing what's right. So up it went, up it went, up it went, up it went, up it went. I'm doing good now. I'm earning money. I'm investing. I'm winning. I'm getting back all the money I lost. That's great. But I'm not focused on getting the money back. I'm focusing on succeeding. Forget this. This is gone. This is done. This was a lesson. I learned all of this. I'm making money, making money, making money. Donald Trump comes in, Liberation Day. Boom. Is it a problem? No, it's the best thing that happened, and it was my reward for doing the right thing since here. I got a payback. I got a lottery ticket. Most people did nothing. We know they did nothing because they sold it. They sold it. They sold it. They went down, 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 sell, 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 sell. I went, thank God for that. Remember, you know what to do. Your mum did it with no money at all, and she did it. She did it as a cleaner. You know what to do. You do not have to be. You do not have to be a loser. You do not have to lose. You do not have to sell like everybody else. You buy the dip. And boy, did I buy the dip. I bought the dip with conviction like you've never seen. I turned on my margin. I used more and more and more of it. Down and down it went, more and more, because I know what I'm doing. I am sure of myself. I didn't stop. I bought more and more and more, and down and down and down it went, and more and more and more. I knew it was going to rebound. And look at that for a V-shaped recovery. Made back about $70,000 from the bottom to the top. And now we are that far away from an all-time high. But now I have millions of shares at the lowest price for nearly 2 years. The bell has gone. So now we are here. We don't even need to look at the day position. We know we are 24 hours away. We're 24 hours away exactly. I made the statement many, many times. I've told you 2 rate cuts are coming. This is not a secret to anyone. Everybody knows it. Everybody knows it, except the people that are in the know it, but they manipulate, they lie, they cheat, they steal to drive markets up, down and sideways. This whole thing is a game. And as you can see, I have said on Wednesday at 7 a.m. in the morning, my portfolio will go to an all-time high, and I will make back every single penny I lost and some. Because when I was here, I had a handful of a few stocks at the highest price. I now have millions at the lowest price. And I'll show you what I mean. If we go into VU, I couldn't have dreamed of this. I couldn't have dreamed of this 4 years ago. 705 shares of VU. $389,000. 705 shares of the S&P 500. Bloody hell, I feel like a whale. Of course, I'm not a whale, but you know what I mean. I own 705 shares of America, the S&P 500. Not only that, folks, I have another 70 shares in my Roth IRA, maxed out. Isn't that fantastic? So there it is. There's the beginning of the journey to where we are today. the all-time. I'm saying all of these things to offer support and encouragement and encourage you that you can do the same thing. 4 years ago, in fact, it's important to say that when I left home at 16, I had no money. When my mum died, I got nothing other than that memory. When my dad, and £1,500 actually, from her will to buy my microphone. That was it. When my dad died, I got nothing. I left home at 16 with no money. I've only been on the unemployment for 3 weeks. Never wanted to do that. People encouraged me, oh, you haven't got any gigs in January. Why don't you go on the dole? It was bloody stupidest waste of my time ever. I had 3 weeks of unemployment money and I thought, this is bloody stupid. I ain't got time to go to the unemployment office and queue up to get 50 quid. I ain't got time for this nonsense. So that was the only time I've ever done it. No one ever gave me any money. No one sponsored me. No one gave me free money. It's why the business failed, because I had to borrow money on credit cards. I started with zero. I did it all myself. And now I've done it all myself again. So every single one of you can be a winner. But you've got to get on the path, the right path, and you've got to do it now. Not tomorrow, not next week, tomorrow. And I don't give a damn whether you are down, up, left, right, or sideways. What's important is you get on the path, and you get on the path now. It doesn't matter whether you're down. People go, oh, well, I'm down. I'll wait till I get up. I'll wait till I get my money back. If you say that, you've not learned the lesson. You still don't get it. You're missing the point. You're way off. You're not thinking. You're doing it wrong. You continue to do it wrong. Get on the path, understand what's going on, and play the game. It's a game. The whole bloody thing is a game. I hope this is of some support to everybody. I hope this explains the strategy of investing. I hope this explains my entire position from beginning to day to end and so on and so forth. And I'm making the biggest prediction of my life. Tomorrow at 7 a.m. Central Daylight Time, my portfolio will hit an all-time high. I said it on Friday. I made the announcement on Friday. I said it won't come tonight on the opening when the futures open. It won't come on Monday. It won't come on Tuesday. It'll come on Wednesday at 7 o'clock. Because at Wednesday at 7 o'clock, we'll get the inflation numbers. And of course, I might be wrong. Of course, I might be wrong. I don't know. But my calculations are telling me that I'm going to be right. And I've been right every time for the last 18 months, and I think I'm going to be right again. However, if I'm wrong, and it goes down 20, 30%, I'm okay. I simply buy more. And I'll be right the next time. It doesn't matter. If it goes down, actually, I own more stock. That's what I want. It's not about today's profit. It's about where I will be in the future. So if it goes down and I'm wrong, actually, I win again because I buy the dip. I want to buy more. I want to buy more. If it goes up, I don't want to buy more. I'm already invested. I've got to pay down my margin. So either way, I will win. But I think it's going to be up all-time high tomorrow at 7 o'clock. See if I'm right. Join me tomorrow morning. There you go. That's my thoughts. What I'll do now is I will move to members only. We're live actually on X as well. I want to welcome my X audience who are joining me. It's lovely to have you here. I wonder if I can end my broadcast to X now. Is there a way to do that? I don't know if I can. I'm on X at the same time. Anyway, I don't know if it's possible. Anyway, let me switch to members only. If you've got a question, a comment, repeat it because I've been talking for an hour, and I will answer your question. So I'm going to switch to members only. There's my members only. I'm also going to open up the phone line. So if you want to call in, if you've got a question about anything, ask me anything. If you want to have a comment, you want to be part of the show, you want to, whatever, there is the link. So this is the live video phone-in. Live video phone-in. So there you go. So if you want to call in, be on the show, have your say, have a conversation, ask me a question, challenge anything, disagree, agree, doesn't matter. You can call in. We are in members only mode now. Oh, you're talking about margin, Wadey. I want to explain that. You're saying not everyone can do it because, not everyone's got margin. Well, remember, you earn margin by earning more money and investing more money. So yes, everybody can. Not that I'm suggesting anyone does use margin, but anyone can. Right? When I started off, I had no margin. I wasn't able to borrow any money because I had no equity. The more money you earn, the more money you can borrow. Simple as that. So yes, everyone can do that if they get on the path. So I want to be absolutely clear, everybody can. There's nothing wrong with having $100 million of margin. If you've got $1 billion of stock, it doesn't matter at all. It's the same as having $1,000 of margin with $1,000 of stock. It's exactly the same. In fact, it's worse. In fact, that'd be worse. If you had $1,000 of margin and $1,000 of stock, it's very risky. If you've got $1 billion of stock and $1 million of margin, that's no risk at all. So as long as you own a decent asset, of course. Yeah. So yes, Wadey, everybody else can do that. Absolutely. To say, oh, yeah, you can't do that, Martyn's got this. No, Martyn started with zero, just like everybody else. Right. Can you look over UAMY? I can give it a quick look for you. I'm not going to do a full review. UAMY. United States Antimony. Let's have a quick look for you. Yeah, I will answer questions for you. See it going up? You wait till tomorrow. Are you in or are you out? What is this? Ooh, okay. I don't like that. That's a tradable scalping stock, up and down, left and right. And the fact it just goes sideways. Oh yeah. Yeah. I don't like, what the hell is that? Extraction processing antimony yeah, that doesn't look right at all, does it? Let me go and have a quick look in the, UAMY. United States Antimony Corporation. Short interest 6%, market cap 359 million. It's a tiny new business. Very little to go on. That looks like a bit of a crazy position. I'd need to do a full review, and I will do. I am going to do a Members Day. I was planning on doing it Monday, but things changed with whatever, and I will do that. So I will come back to that. What I mean is you need to be confident that you can cover the margin. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Well, of course you do. For those of you who don't understand margin or anything else, I want to point you to this. Okay? I'm going to point you to this. What I want you to do is to go into YouTube, all right? Go into YouTube, type in Martyn Lucas investor margin call. Oops, did I spell that right? I don't think yeah, margin call. Martyn Lucas investor margin call. There's a video there. I do it all live, unedited, as it happens. Margin call, I get a margin call. What is a margin call? Got some shorts. Margin is not free money. Margin call. There you go. So there's all my margin call videos. All right? You need to watch those. You need to understand and learn what it's all about. If you don't know what it's all about, then you shouldn't even be looking at it, let alone using it. All right? Very, very important. So let me answer that one. Good morning. Great story and great advisor. Jam, you're very, very welcome. Thank you. Good to be earning to pay it each month if you want to keep it. You've got to be earning to pay it each month. No, you don't, Wadey. I want to be clear about that. Wadey says you've got to be earning to pay it each month. Yes, you've got to be earning money. You can't make money from no money. You have to earn money. Don't use the stock market as a cash machine. You've got to earn money to invest. People try to use the stock market as a cash machine, put nothing in and expect it to just spit out money. You've got to put money in. If you haven't got any money, but don't get me wrong, if you've only got $1, invest $1. You can still borrow $1, right? With margin, and you can still make the same gains that I've made. The amount of money is not important. The percentage is what's important. So you can all do that. Whether you got $1, $1 million, the percentages are the same. The decisions I made to buy when I made them are the same. They're no different from anyone. $1, $1 million at all. Now, what you're saying is what you've got to be earning. You've got to be earning. You've got to make money to invest. You can't make money from nothing. That's true. However, to pay it each month, no, that part is wrong. When you use margin, there's no direct debit. There's no standing order. There's no payment every month for your margin. At all. You can be in margin forever and never pay it off. There's no monthly payment plan to reduce your margin. When you use margin, it's because you've used all your cash. You're using the brokerage's money to buy stock. You're using their money. There's no payment plan. You've got to earn $1,000 a month to pay back $1,000 a month margin. No, there is no such thing as a payment plan. So you don't have to earn money to pay it back at all. You could be in margin for 1,000,000 years. Not that you might want to be, but there's no payment plan. What you have to do is you have to have enough buying power to pay the interest. So I currently pay $26 a day interest. So it gives you an idea. However much margin you have, it tells you how much margin it's charged daily and billed monthly. So every day it'll tell you $26 a day, $1 a day, $1,000,000 a day, interest, whatever. And every month it'll charge you. And what it does, it removes that from your buying power. That's all it does. It doesn't say you owe us money, pay us money. Doesn't do that. No money's got to come in. It just deducts it from your buying power. That's what it does. So if you've got buying power left, margin left, that's where the interest will come from. Now, if you've got, like I've got, a dividend-paying stock, my dividends from the S&P 500 pay 70% of my interest. So you don't even buy the S&P for dividends. It's not a high dividend stock, it's a growth stock. However, my dividends pay 70% of my margin. So that comes in and covers it, just about. So there you go. So I want to be absolutely clear. There's no payment plan. You don't have to have money coming in to pay margin bills, but you do have to have enough buying power to pay the interest. But if you've done it right, then your stock could earn money to cover the interest. And you could go like that forever. You could be in margin forever. But every time you earn money, and you have to earn money, you put money in to your brokerage, it reduces your margin first. So your margin will be paid down by default. There's no way you can't. Now, if I put money in and I buy more stock, that's okay. I can do that as well. Own more stock. But or I could sell some stock. But that's how it works. How are you feeling about space? Virgin Galactic, yes, I feel good. I feel we keep getting these short squeezes and then everybody dumps, of course. However, you've got to look back and see what we are trending upward. If I just briefly look at it, we are preparing for the announcement of Delta. We are trending up. You can see it's starting to trend up. This is the 1 month. I mean, we're actually up over the month. We're up over the 3 months. We are trending upwards, even though when you sort of pan out, it looks terrible. But we are trending up now. Yeah, I mean, Delta's got a strong buy rating now from me. And, yeah, we got all that short interest. The moment they announce the Delta is all good, we're going up. It's $100 stock. I've been saying it for 4 years. That hasn't changed. My belief in that hasn't changed at all. So that answers that question. C plug. What about plug? Plug is the most manipulated stock ever. It's ridiculous. You're just being totally played. I wouldn't touch plug if it was the last stock on the world. It was better to buy it at 195 and sell it at 210 than it was to buy it at 50 cents or whatever it was, and now it's 140. This is being pumped by Russian oligarchs. It's being pumped by people that just pump it and dump it on you. I can't come anywhere near this. I mean, I don't know what the future brings, but I know right now the price action is insane. The people that are threatening me to do all sorts of stuff with this, and want me to stop saying this, shows me that this is total manipulation. I wouldn't touch it if it was the last stock in the world now. All right, so that answers that question. Why is space down today? Simple. People took profit. One sentence answer that. Good morning to Alex. How are you this morning? Enjoyed our conversation yesterday. It was hilarious. Good morning, everyone. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. That's a good one. A lot of movement in market. Got price alerts going off every minute. What about your finance? Isn't that a monthly payment? My finance? What do you mean, my finance? What about your finance? Isn't that a monthly payment? You mean the interest on margin? That's a monthly payment, yes. But as I said, 70% gets covered by my dividends. But there's enough buying power left. And then when I get paid on the 21st of the month, I bring in money. And if the stocks are up, I just pay down margin. So my buying power increases. So I've got enough buying power now to cover like 3 months worth of margin payment. So, and of course it keeps going down because the rates are about to come down. We're going to get 2 rate cuts this year, 4 rate cuts, 3 or 4 next year. So the interest payment's going to keep coming down. So my margin is going to cost less and less and less. So my dividends are going to keep going up and up and up. And eventually my dividends will cover completely all of my interest payments. Obviously, I earn a lot more than the growth anyway. So I could be in margin forever. It doesn't matter. In fact, being in margin is not a bad idea because when you make money from borrowed money, you don't pay tax on the gains. Ever thought about that? If you make money from borrowed money, you don't make money, you don't get charged on the gains. So if you borrow against your money, it's tax-free. That's what all the rich people do. They borrow, they don't ever sell their assets, they borrow against them. I bought space on margin at 370 and I am down 43%. Okay. You bought on the rally then, didn't you? You bought on the rally. But you got to remember though, yeah, you're still undervalued. Virgin Galactic is still undervalued. Did you buy it for momentum trading or did you buy it because you want to own the business? Well, if you want to own the business, you've got like a year to go to Delta and then you're going to be $10, $20, $30 up to $100. I mean, it depends on your sort of time frame, doesn't it really? Quantum computing is flying and I've been in since it was 12. Now it's 17. Whoop, whoop. Lovely. Not touching space till it's $3 again. Kazansky. Maybe I misunderstood, but I thought you refinanced through a bank to get more. Oh, that's correct. Yeah, that's correct. No, that's correct. You're absolutely correct, Wadey. You're absolutely correct. Yes, I did. So let me explain that then. So Wadey just asked, he says, maybe I misunderstood, but I thought you... Yes, I did. So this is what I did. So margin on Robinhood is 5.25 for me, but I pay 4%. You're going to go, well, that's not possible. How could you pay 4%? It's 5.25. Let me show you. Let me go and show you. So view details. There we go. Right. View rates. Can you see there, look? If you borrow less than 50, 5.75, 5.5, 5.25. Can you see my rate? 5.25, okay? 5.25. That's my rate on Robinhood. But you're going to go, you told everybody you're paying 4%. I am. No, you're not. You just showed it on the screen. You're paying 5.25. We all just saw it. Oh, you're a liar. You're always lying. I'm a troll and I'm telling the world that you're a liar. No, I haven't. Do you want to listen? No, I've got the clip. You said you're paying 4%. It shows 5.25. You're a liar. I'm going to clip it. I'm going to put it on Reddit. Okay, go and do it then. Enjoy yourself. For those of you that are still here, still listening, let me explain. So yes, of course, I'm on 5.25, but I've negotiated a better rate. You haven't. I can just see it. It's 5.25. Wait a minute. Let me explain it. So what I've done is I've used my credit card, which I've been able to negotiate a really good rate, literally negotiate with the bank, because I have a perfect credit score, to borrow money, pay off my margin or reduce my margin and borrow it at 4%. I've got 12 months to pay it back. So it's interest-free for 12 months. I paid ahead the 4%. Ah, I see. So you borrowed money on a credit card at 4% to reduce the margin you had. Yeah. I see how you're paying 4%. Yeah. Okay. So now you get that. So there are no monthly payments to my credit card. There's a minimum fee every month, which is like 1.5%, which is like $60. All right. So when I get paid on YouTube, I pay off my minimum payment of $60 every month. Oh, but aren't you borrowing more money? Well, yeah, it's not a problem, because I'm paying the minimum payment. What happens if you don't pay it all off? Well, if you don't pay it all off, you're screwed. Yep, I am totally screwed. Oh, I knew that. I knew you'd be in trouble. Yeah, because if I don't pay it off on the 12th month, they'll charge me like 26% for the whole year. I don't want to do that, do I? That would be rubbish. Oh, okay. So what are you going to do about that then? Well, that's okay, because what I'm doing is I'm putting all my money in Robinhood. The 5.25 part is being reduced every month. The majority now is at 4%, because I'm just reducing that. Okay, so you're paying down the 5.25. Yes, that's what I'm doing. So how do you pay back then the money you borrowed at the 4% rate before the 12 months runs out? Well, basically what I'll do is I'll go to the 11th month of the 11th minute of the 11th hour, the 11th day. And then what I will do is I will go in my buying power. Over the next few months, you'll see me build up my buying power to enough to pay it all off. And I'll transfer the buying power to the credit card to pay it off to zero. That's what I'll do. Now, that's not debatable. That's not maybe, if, when, or what if. Are you sure you can manage that? 100%. 100%. That's exactly what I'll do. I will just transfer all the money, pay off the card. My buying power will go down, but doesn't matter, because I'm going to increase it by improving my portfolio over the next few months. And then I'll pay it all off, and then we're done. The cards will be paid off, and now I'll be paying 5.25 again, but I won't be paying 5.25, will I? Because the rates are going to come down to 4.75 in the next 6 months. Over the next year, my interest rate will come down to about 3, because the rates are going to come down. So I'll go from 4% to 3. Oh, well, that sounds like a good idea. Yeah, I know. It's brilliant, isn't it? So basically, I'm buying the S&P 500 long-term at 3%, because that's where I'll be next year. So I don't need to pay the margin down, do I? I could take 20 years to pay it down at 3%. Yeah, but you're paying 3%. That's ridiculous. Well, only on the money I bought, only the stocks I bought on margin, right? And if you look at my buying power, what does it say? 47%. Let's just call it 50 to round it up, make it easy. Which means anyone who's got a quick calculation's gone, hang on a minute, that's about 1.5%. Correct. 1.5% is what it will cost me next year overall to earn about 13% a year. So I'm making 11.5% profit over my entire portfolio. But I'm doing better than that, because you know that I'm buying the macro dips like that. So in fact, when you use margin on a 25% drop and we do a 10% year, that's a 35% gain. Correct. 35% this year, that's where I'll be when we go up our 10%. That's 35% this year for 1.5% cost. hang on a minute, Martyn Lucas has got a hell of a strategy here and it seems to work. Yes, it does. Because I understand, I've got the discipline, I've always understood this, and this is what I'm trying to explain. So does that explain it? The long-term strategy, which is only a year away, I'll be paying 1.5% to earn a minimum 13% a year on macro dips 25-30. That's why big businesses have debt. And then they borrow against their assets. They still stay in debt. They do that. Absolutely. I can pay off my margin right now in 1 second. I can pay off my margin right now in 1 second, and I've got $250,000. Right there. Nearly $250,000, right? There's my money. That's my real money. That's my real cash after margin's paid off. I could pay it all off right now. In 1 second, pay off my margin. Let's do it. Let's pay off my margin. No. Worst thing I want to do. Penny, have we got Penny? I think Penny's calling in. Penny wants to be on the show. I love it. Let me have a little look. Let me just sort her camera out a little bit. Let me just zoom in a little bit there. This is one of my gold members. She's got a private call with me in an hour's time. Let's bring Penny onto the show. Good morning, good afternoon, Penny. How are you?
I'm well. I actually called too early. I got confused by the time. So.
Oh, I see. You're calling for your gold call. I love it.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. No worries then, because I'm speaking to you privately in an hour from now.
Yes.
Does that still work for you?
Yes.
All right. Okay, so we'll still
lots of questions for you. I can't wait.
You are welcome. So this is the call. This is what you'll call me on in an hour, except we won't be on air in front of everybody. It'll be a private call, and we'll have that conversation. Is there anything you want to say while you're on air to the world right now?
I'm very grateful for you and your team. You are amazing.
Well, it's an absolute pleasure. I look forward to speaking to you in an hour. Do you want to stay on the? Is there anything else you want to ask, or do you want to hang up now? What do you want to do?
I'll hang up and talk to you in private.
Okie dokie. It's lovely to have you on the show, Jenny. Sorry, Penny. I beg your pardon. Penny's one of my gold members. So if you upgrade your membership and become a gold member, you can have these 1 hour a month call with me privately and ask me anything you want without being on air like this. So, and you can always downgrade to a silver or a bronze at any point. But do you find it beneficial, Penny? Is it worth it to you?
Oh yeah, I love it. I love it a lot.
Brilliant.
There's so many perks.
Yeah. Thank you, Penny. Thanks for being here, and I'll speak to you in an hour from now. Take care.
Okay. Thank you.
There you go. There's Penny. She thought she was calling in the private call, but there you go. That's what's happening in an hour from now. Right then. Next question. Think I understand now. Lovely stuff. Just exploded. QBDT. Yes, I made a great amount. Shall we just look at that? Q. Where is it? What am I looking at? UBT. Quantum computing. 16%. How about that? Quantum computing is the future. However, you always end up paying too much for this. So be careful. It goes up as fast as it goes down. What's your take on ARK ETF? I would not buy anything from Cathy Wood. Don't like Cathy Wood at all. Cathy Wood is for Cathy Wood. I'm going to be honest. I can't stand the woman. I can't stand the woman. She's full of herself, and you pay stupid amounts of money for a management team to basically make you money when you could just own the stock yourself. It's the most silliest thing. I don't know why anyone follows Cathy Wood. She tells you to buy something when she dumps it. She dumps it when she tells you to buy it. She's full of herself. She makes up stories. I can't stand the woman. I cannot stand the woman. And you're paying so much money for her privilege of telling you what to buy. Just buy it yourself. It's ridiculous. It's like I told you about Big Ed, one of my mates. He pays Fisher to tell him 185 stocks to buy. Basically, he owns the S&P 500 and he pays them a fee. It's pointless. You're paying people to tell you what you could do for free. Just own the S&P. So if you want to buy ARK, just go look what's in the fund and buy it yourself. Save yourself the fees. I don't even know. Well, I know why it exists. It exists to make Cathie Wood some money, but I wouldn't touch it. I think it's silly. Anyway, yeah, you'll never get me buying something like that. And look, what did I just tell you? Quantum computing is too expensive. It goes up as fast as it goes down. I literally just said that, 30 seconds ago, and it's going straight down and right in front of your eyes. It's nonsense. It's like I covered the call. I stopped covering the calls. It got so stupid. Quantum computing, I love quantum computing, but it's not run by accountants and business people. It's run by some mad scientists. They're brilliant. And the business, the technology is brilliant. The business is rubbish, right? It's ridiculously overpriced. They're always inflating it. And the more crazy it's, a bit like Alex Karp, the more crazy they make it sound, the more people buy it. And they just take profit all the time. It's ridiculous. So, yeah, I can't be doing stuff like that. It's all a bit silly, really. Anyway, look at that, folks. Getting closer and closer and closer. Tomorrow, 7 o'clock. I'm in no rush. I'll be here. Can I look at laser? Yes, I can. I hope you took some profit, Alex, if you make that money this morning. Luminar Technologies. We did an analysis on this one. We covered the earnings. Did we cover the flight? Was it a flight landing? I can't remember now. There is Luminar Technologies. A quick look for you. I haven't got time to do a review right now. I do too. Unfortunately, no, I've been wanting to, but I never pulled the trigger. Sorry to hear that, mate. Robinhood doesn't support Nova stock anymore. What can I do? Since I bought some months ago. Robinhood doesn't support Nova? What do you mean? Nova stock? Nova. It's not on Robinhood. Is that what you're saying? Well, what do you mean? What can I do? Do you own the stock? Oh, hang on. It's Nova's gone bust, isn't it? Sunover Energy. I think it's gone bust. That's why. Sunover Energy Company. Yeah, it's gone bankrupt. That's why. It doesn't exist. What do you mean when you say what can I do? It's been delisted. It's bankrupt. It's finished. It's gone. Yeah. What is the question? What are you asking? Did you have shares with Robinhood? And now it's gone to zero and now they've delisted it. Is that what you're telling me? There's nothing you can do. If you owned it on Robinhood or anywhere and it's gone bankrupt, it's gone bankrupt. Is that what you're saying? Thanks, Martyn. I want all to have the full open information. That's what this channel is all. Absolutely right. Absolutely right, Wadey. I tell you what, folks, if we reach an all-time high tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock, will I be amazing or what? Will that be some amazing prediction? I've been saying this for ages. Come on, you got to give me that. If I get an all-time high, if I turn positive, all-time positive tomorrow at 7 o'clock, you got to say that was clever. I mean, haven't you? I mean, I deserve a prize. A little certificate. Well done, Martyn. There you go. Good morning. I'm a member of the YouTube channel. How do I access Discord? Iron Adores. Okay, let me explain Discord to you. Discord is a premium service. It's not linked to YouTube at all. It never was. We had a free service for a while. That's gone away now. Doesn't exist. It never was linked. I just manually gave people the perk. It's not part of the YouTube membership perks. It never was. Whatever. Now how it works is like this. Discord We have to charge something for it to keep bots, trolls, scammers out, and also to cover our time. But I give you way more than you give me. I mean, I want to be absolutely clear. I do give you way more than you give me. We charge you $2.99. All right, that's all we charge. There is the Discord. It says Discord training course because it also includes a free training course. That's not part of the $2.99. I want to be clear. This is what happens when you click Discord. As you can see, we've got 206 server subscribers. It says here, premium subscribers only. No one reads this. Every single day, people don't read this. They click on it, they join, they don't listen. Please read this. Join the server. It says, click this. Please click this, $2.99. Now, if you click for free, go on, I'm not going to pay, I want it for free. You can click and you can join for free. You will see, and you'll be in. But you see the welcome page, which tells you this. It tells you what you could have had, but you don't get it, right? You can just come in and nothing happens. Don't send me a friend request. Don't send me, can you help me? Because no, I haven't got the time. I can't do it for people that click on this. It tells you here that you need to subscribe for $2.99. For $2.99, you get many, many perks. All these perks you get on Discord. Ask the Family, stock news, crypto news, suggestions, Martyn Lucas music, links for YouTube, YouTube show news, YouTube Now, merchandise, scam alert. That's crazy, isn't it? Sensei Crypto's channel, Ed Nevius's channel. All this you get when you join for $2.99. But we now give you the training videos for free. It's not free. I pay Sensei to do it. And you get these training videos for free. Okay, that's now included. So that's what happens when you click on that link. Then you go to Discord and it looks like this. I'll refresh the screen. Someone's just joined. All these people, look, they never listen. And is this you? And if this is you, I'm calling you out. All these people here never listen. They click, they've got no roles. See? Blank, no roles. If I scroll down, page 2, there are the ones that listen. Premium member, they pay $2.99. There's Michelle, there's Z. But everybody else, they don't listen. I say it every day. Nobody reads, no one listens. All right. Now, when you come in, you will come into the premium, the premium Lucasades. Here are our Lucasades. Here's all the news. Here's all our team, and you can see everybody in the team. Everybody's here, and all the rest of it. Now you've got all these great channels. You've got Sensei's crypto channel. He does all the charts for you. He's active in there all the time. You'll see him pop up. There's me. Sensei will be here in a second. I'll see. There he is, talking in his channel. You got Evtol Hub. That's Vaz. Vaz will be in there as well. There's Vaz. You've also now got the live chat channel. Shall we jump in and see who's there? This is the live chat channel. Let's go and see who's in there right now. This is support for the show. You'll like this. They are. You'll never guess who's in the chat right now. There you go. He's on the screen. It's our Alex. I'll unmute it.
Hi, Martyn.
Hello, mate. How are you?
Let me just turn you off on the other channel. Yeah, good. Let me just turn the other channel because you've been delayed. Oh, there we go.
There you go.
How's it going, Martyn?
I'm well, mate. I'm just showing everybody. I'm just going to turn my camera on. In fact, I don't need my camera. It's not important. I'm just showing everybody Discord, how Discord works. You're in there. Loving it, loving it. Absolutely great. Welcome to the party, mate.
Yes, buddy. I'm enjoying the summer weather here. It's a bit hot in the conservatory. It's about 20 degrees, 25 degrees in here.
Oh my God! You don't.
I'm watching US Tech on a 1 second timer, which is quite exciting, but you have to watch out because it's very cyclic.
That looks beautiful. You don't know what warm is, mate. Here it's about. You say it's 20 degrees. Here it's about. It can get to like 40 degrees.
Wow, that's too hot. Yeah, sticky legs. That is.
That's burning. You literally can't. You can't go outside. It's the aircon's going.
I've only experienced that once in Cyprus. And we went up to the Troodos Mountains because the capital, Nicosia, was just too hot.
Lovely. Alex, I'm going to let you go. I just came in to show everybody Discord, but I can see you're watching charts and everyone's having a chat. I love it. I love you being in here. Good stuff. See you later, mate.
Catch you later.
Cheers, mate. So you can join Alex there. Other people will be in there sharing charts. It's a wonderful service. Right at the top, though, you've got the help ticket if you need any help, but only click that if you are a member. Right? People just do it, and it says don't do it. It even says, look, right at the top, this is for Discord subscribers only. Doesn't stop people opening a ticket and annoying the hell out of me, but they'll do it anyway. But it is our training videos. Look at this. Series 1, Part 1. Series 2, Part 2. And a brand new, there you go, it says new, Series 1, Part 3. Not many people have noticed I've just put the video up. I'm surprised. Now, what you get with this is not only do you get the video, the training video. It's now time for the next video in our training series by Sensei. This is episode 3 of series 1, and we're going to continue talking about candlesticks. And now, on with the video. Thank you, Sensei. And there is Sensei.
Hello and welcome to Martyn
Candlesticks
Lucas Investor.
101.
My name is Sensei and we are here for episode 3 of...
All right. Now, not only do you get the video, you'll get the support. People can come in, ask questions, and we'll support you underneath. Every single video has one-on-one support. You get that for free. It's not free. I pay for it, give it to you as another thing to celebrate our 4th anniversary and everything else. Look at my prediction. Just saying. 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. Just saying. So anyway, if you want Discord and you want all the good stuff, that is how you get it. Hopefully that answers your question. All right. And while I'm here, I'll give you the newsletter as well, the daily newsletter, which is amazing, by the way. Sensei is ranking up in the financial news category, literally online in Substack, and he was 7th in the world ranked in the financial news. We're so proud of Sensei. It's amazing. Right. So you asked me that question. How do I get Discord? There is it. Oh, Sensei's just popped in. Thanks all. There you go. Look. Let me just go there, look. See? One-on-one, 24-hour support. I mean, not only are you getting training videos, you can ask Sensei a question and he'll answer it, and so will I. But I will answer, but not now as I'm live. There you go. I will answer, but not now as I'm live. That's what you get for free, in addition to the $2.99. Pretty cool, right? I think you got to agree. No one. I mean, there are people that have training courses that charge $50, $100 a month, and you talk to AI bots. We do it for free. No one has a Discord server as good as ours, and because it's so good, at some point it's going to be turned off. There'll be no more new people that will get the link to join it. That's it. Right now we have 200 and let's have a look. Where has it gone? Oh my God, my buttons are all over the place. Why is it? Oh, I hate this. Right, there you go. 206. Let's see if anyone's signed up in the last few minutes. I doubt it. No, 206. There you go. Once it gets too busy that me and Sensei cannot talk to you and provide one-on-one support, we'll turn it off. So it's first come, first serve. So best investment you could ever make is education in yourself. All right. There you go. Let me come back to there. Let me go and mute that because I can hear stuff churning away in the background. Right. Next question. Margin. Val. No idea what that means. He just says one word. Thanks for the advice on ARC. That's just my opinion. Good morning, Martyn, the Lucasade family. Sandra John, good morning to you. I bought QUBT at 6. Congratulations. Would you have a moment to look at AQST? Yeah. AQST. Therapeutics. Extremely risky stock. Anything in this sector is extremely risky, but then you get high rewards as well. I will just take a quick look at the fundamentals. This is not a review, of course, but AQST. Short interest of 9.91%, very small market cap, so you can't do much charting on this. 351 million. I mean, it's a very small company. It's got a strong buy rating from Wall Street. Quants say hold. The headlines is the 50 million revenue in 2025 as Anaflim launch preparations accelerate. So you've got some new catalysts there driving it up. Strong buys, momentum is up. Valuation is C. It's improved from D. Growth is C minus. Profitability is D. It's not making any money. It's down from B. They're investing, of course, but very, very risky. This sector is a very speculative area. GPTY. Let's have a quick look. I'm just going to, I can't keep doing these little mini ones. These are just quick. Yield max. Oh, yield max. Oh, I hate these things. These are rubbish. Yield max. Oh my God. Oh my God. I don't even like putting these on the screen. I will do it though. Oh my God. Don't ever buy this. Yield max is as awful as it gets. This whole company is as awful as it gets. Let me just briefly tell you. Martyn is asking me about Yield Max. Yield Max has a cult-like following on social media platforms like YouTube for people that haven't got a clue, that love the excitement of promises that will never be delivered and can never be delivered. There you go. You talk about being delivered. That's being delivered right there. All right. But let's just for a moment talk about this. Oh my gosh. This was the stock. These were the stocks that a friend of ours that went a bit rogue used to talk about all the time. Dividends, dividends, dividends. Free money, free money, free money. I'm clever. I'm smart. You don't buy the S&P. You buy this company. Yield Max is a Wall Street fund management company that promise you ridiculously stupid returns. Not possible. It benefits them and benefits them alone. Every single one of their ETFs do this until they go bust and then they remove them, right? This is what they do. The people that follow this stuff follow social media, online influencers. In fact, they're not influencers. They got no influence at all. No viewers. They don't make any money. They talk flipping rubbish. But they tell people that, why buy? I'll give you an example. Here's one here. NVIDIA. There you go. Here's one. Look at this. They've got an NVIDIA one. What's it called? Yield Max. What's their other one called? Is it called NVDY? Is that what it's called? I think it's called that. They always end with a Y. It's like a whole bloody cult following. NVD, Yield Max, NVIDIA. Here we go. There's a whole host of these, right? They always stick a Y on the end, all right? NVIDIA. Now, you could just buy NVIDIA yourself for free with no management fees and own the business. Oh, no, don't do that. Buy it with us. Buy it with us because we are a fund management company and we make money from you buying our fund. Yeah, we know you do. Have you read the prospectus? None of these so-called influencers that aren't influencing anybody because no one watches them and they make no money from their channels and they make no money from their audience. They don't do anything. They just tell you that this is great because they don't know what they're talking about. They've never read the prospectus. I did a study on it. I read the white paper and the prospectus. These are the only funds you will ever witness that cap what you can make. Sound weird? It's not weird at all. It's capped because you can't make too much money because they have to pay themselves to do this, right? They promise you, look at this. Don't buy NVIDIA by itself. Don't just buy the business with no management fees so we get no money. Buy this. Buy this. Right? That's the performance. Came out 2 years ago. What has NVIDIA done? Nvidia's gone up. Hang on a minute. It's gone down. This is rubbish. Hang on a minute. I thought Nvidia was great. Well, it is if you buy Nvidia, but if you buy it through yield max, you lose all your money. No, you don't. I make all this money on dividends. No, you do not. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I'm getting rich making money on dividends. You are a flipping idiot. You don't know what you're talking about. You've not even read the flipping white paper. What does it promise me? 2.98 30-day yield. Now, I've seen people that run these and they'll tell you, every month I get $20. It's brilliant. I get $20 every month from my dividend payout. You've never seen anything like it. I get all this free money. It's not free money. One, the white paper will tell you it's capped that you'll never make more than a certain amount. You can't make it because they've got to pay their own fees. Number two, it's a stock based upon, it's all done on options and shorting the stock and this and that and the other and over leveraging. It's extremely risky. It never makes any money. Their stock value always goes down. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I get more money with dividends. No, you do not. And you never will. And eventually it will go bust. They all do. But they promise me all these dividends. Yeah, they promise you all this stuff. But that's not the worst of it. Look at the expense ratio. It's one of the most expensive stocks in the world to own. 1.27. Vanguard, the best version of the S&P in the world. How much do you think they charge you? Vanguard, the most respected version of the S&P in the world. How much do you think they charge you? 1.2? 1.1? 1? More expensive. Should be more expensive, shouldn't it? Because it's the best management company in the world. No, it's not more. It's less. Well, it can't be that much less. It's only 1.27. That doesn't sound much. 1.27. It's one of the most expensive fund managements in the world, and it's capped that you can't make any money, and it's extremely risky, and it makes all these promises of gains you will never get. How much do you think the S&P will charge you? VU, the best fund management in the world. 1? What about 50% discount? 0.5. What about 0.2? 75%, 80% discount? No. A real management company that doesn't rip you off charges you 0.03. 0.03% management fee. And you can own the same stocks that you get here. You can own Nvidia, Microsoft, because they do them all. We do them all. Yield Max will do them all. They'll tell you anything you want. The biggest joke ever. They are a Wall Street management company who sit there laughing at the idiots online who make these videos and tell all their mates down the pub, oh, don't buy Nvidia on the stock market. Buy it through Yield Max. They give me all this dividend payment on a stock that can't make any more money than it allows them to make because it has to pay them. Oh, it's the biggest joke ever. Look at it, 0.03% on the S&P 500. The same stock. You can buy Nvidia. Don't believe me? Look, top 10 holdings. You can buy Nvidia. There it is. For 0.03. Don't do that. Don't do that. We don't want you doing that. What we want you doing is that. Buy Nvidia through us. Because we'll charge you 1.27. Now, it's designed in such a way that it sounds, well, that's all right. It's only 1.27%. It's only 1.27%. That number is eye-watering. That should make you run the other way. It doesn't. It doesn't, because they go, it's only 1%. We'll round it 1.27. That doesn't mean anything. 30-day yield, 298. It's amazing. It's not amazing. It's rubbish.
SM416 has become a member. Really appreciate this kind of stuff, Martyn.
You're welcome. You're absolutely welcome. So there it is. Yield Max is a pile of poo. It is a fund. If you don't believe me, if you want to go and listen to the flipping idiots that call themselves social media influencers that ain't influencing anyone because they've got nobody watching them, they don't make any money for their investments, they don't make any money from their channel, they don't make any money anyway whatsoever. If they are the people that you want to listen to, then I can't help you. Go and listen to them. Right? But they're bloody idiots. If you read the prospectus, I read it and I went, this is ridiculous. Now, you may remember, and everyone should watch this movie. It's a movie called The Big Short. It's Michael Burry. Michael Keaton, I think, plays Michael Burry. Is it Michael Keaton? I think it is. Anyway, it was all about the housing crisis in 2008 when the market collapsed, you know, when all the businesses, when Countrywide went bust and Bank of America, remember all that stuff, Lehman Brothers, all of it. These are the very same hedge fund managers and Wall Street management funds that brought you The Big Short. They create rubbish. They create poo wrapped in cat poo. I think that's the way it was described in the movie. They create this stuff to pay themselves exorbitant fees, but don't worry, they'll do very well because they cap what you can earn to make sure of it, and then they charge you exorbitant fees for the pleasure of doing it. And it appeals to, like the Wolf of Wall Street, always postman. It appeals to people that think they can get rich. They literally put in the magazines, get rich quick. They literally tell you it's a scam and you will buy it because you are so flipping stupid and you don't care and you will buy it. So please don't buy that stuff. If there was, I've shown you today my full story of how I've got from $5,000 to nearly $500,000, and I never lose. 26 trades, 26 wins. My predictions are always right. I'm making money. I'm beating the market. I'm growing a successful YouTube channel. 98% of my live viewers are members, more than anyone in the world. It's the highest percentage of members anywhere in the world. Mr. Beast doesn't have a number close to it. Oh, look at that. You just gifted a membership. See, I mean, more people are members of my channel. Percentage-wise, if you go and look at all the analytic websites, it tells you that my channel has 98% of my live viewers are members. And this is another thing. Another thing. I am probably the only... I don't know, but I'm guessing... Wow, 1 of 7 billion just became a member. Another new member, thank you. I'm only guessing, I don't know this, but I would imagine that I'm probably one of the very, very few channels in the world that provide a training course for free, where I pay to create it and time to do it and then give it to you for free. Who does that? What do I get out of that? I even put it on Discord where I don't earn ad revenue from it, do I? I pay Sensei to make me training videos, which we then put on Discord, which don't earn ad revenue. And then we provide one-on-one service when I could be making videos, making more money. Thank you. Another new member. Thank you. Thank you, ER. Can you please thank SM416, who's just bought you a membership? He's made money and he's bought you a membership. That's very kind. ER, please do thank SM416. So anyway, and the reason why I do it is not because I'm the nicest person in the world. I'm just like everybody else, probably selfish, right? Nothing special about me. It's because I make money from investing. So because I make money from investing, I can give it away. I don't have to give it away. I've got more qualifications to charge for it because I actually do make money. So I obviously must know a little bit about it. So I've got more right to charge for my training courses than those that don't make any money because they have to make money to fund their nonsense. So anyway, there it is. Don't listen to flipping idiots online who tell you that there's free money and I can't stand these people. They drive me up the wall. But anyway, please be careful. I hope, does that answer your question? Anything that ends in Y, ask yourself why. Yield max, the biggest con going. Don't touch it. It's a Wall Street management fund sitting there on their jet skis, riding their Ferraris, driving around, having a bloody great time while you lose all your money. And there it is. All right? End of story. I own it, but it was taken off Robinhood. Awesome. I'll just stick with my S&P stocks from now on. That's unfortunate, Shane. That's awful. Yeah, we've all been there. I lost money with flipping everything. Virgin Galactic and Virgin Orbit. Val, thank you for the super chat, mate. Thank you very much for that. For my friend, Discord service, my username, Binky Bonk, my code, Roaring Kitty is a scam. You were going through hell when we were doing the Discord. Oh, yeah. For my friend, Discord service, my username, Binky Bonk, my code, Roaring Kitty is a scam. You were going through hell when people were doing the Discord founder. Oh, my God, was I ever. David, it was a flipping nightmare. Oh, my God. I don't ever want to go through that again. RB. Morning, folks. Saab. How are you, mate? You want to call in? We've got 5 minutes to go. I'm about to take care of Penny, my gold member, this morning. Hello, RB. Loving it, loving it, loving it. We're loving it. Hello, Martyn, RB. I'm sitting waiting for a 9:30 conference call. Conference call for who, RB? Hello, thanks for that. Saab, what's up? Is Chego a goodbye? I've no idea. Cheg, never heard of it. Sorry. Your insights on things like yield max is really helpful. I appreciate it. You are welcome. Yeah, I mean, don't ever buy it. And don't buy ARK Invest either. Don't buy anything where you're paying someone a fee. I mean, they're all trying to sell you something. I'm giving you this information for free. You don't have to be a member to watch, do you? You don't have to be a member to listen, do you? You can get my training program for free because I make money. There's no fee, all right? That's why everyone's a member. One of my critics who is massive into yield max, it's all he talks about every day, dividends. He hates my channel. He thinks I'm a money grabbing channel. All I do is make money. He would love members. He hasn't got any. He would love to be monetized. He hasn't got any viewers. He'd have members. He'd have viewers if he could, but he hasn't, so he hates the fact I have. So he keeps telling everybody, oh, Martyn Lucas, it's always money grabbing. He tries to get money out of you. I don't make you become a member. People choose to become a member. They choose to super chat. Why? Because I provide valuable service. Start by providing a valuable service and you might make some money and you might get members join you as well. But you don't. You tell them to buy yield max and they all lose their money like you do. How are you? I'm partying with NVIDIA, mate. How are you, buddy? Blimey, morning, afternoon. Nice, Alex. 0.03. Thank you, Saab. 0.03. I'm glad everyone knew it. SM41 celebrates 2 months of membership. You're the best. Thank you again. My pleasure. Up 23%. Novo disc. Didn't we do a review on that recently? Was gifted 1.7 billion. Won a membership. I think Christian Bale. Sorry, that was it. Not Michael Keaton. Yes, that's right. MSK, you're dead right. It was Michael. It was Christian Bale. That's right. Another new membership. Please thank SM416. The Wolf of Wall Street movie affected even more. Did. ER was gifted a membership, and ER 1-on-1 as well. Spot on MSK pub quiz. Yo Big Broski. Sup Maverick. Isaac. Stephen. I'm Stacy. I'm Stacy, and I'm a she. Oh, hello, Stacey. SM, you're okay, Stacey. Nice to meet you. I didn't know. I wouldn't know, would I? SM416. Nothing in there to give it away. So, Stacey, welcome to the show. Hello, how you doing? Luke says, good old days are today and the future is here. I'll be... right, we're all done. I've got to end now because I've got one of my gold members. Now, if you want to become a member, there is the membership link. If you are on an iOS device, iPad or iPhone, you might want to select, you'll have to select a browser and then a desktop version to become a member. If you go silver member, upgrade, that's the best value membership. Well, gold is if you include the one-on-one hour call a month. So gold is by far the best value because you get my one-on-one time for an hour a month. But if you want silver, you go on the homepage of the channel. We can promote you if you're a YouTuber. Gold, if you want that. You can always upgrade, downgrade, or be a sponsor for a month if you want to promote a product. All right. There's that. If you want to follow me on X and Instagram, and there's that. Let me just give that to you. If you want the newsletter, strongly recommend you get the newsletter every morning. It's the show notes. Not today's show, it wasn't. I did my own thing today. I went rogue. But the newsletter today is just incredible. The work that Sensei does into this is incredible. The countdown, talking about playing the chessboard. I mean, I tell you what, the newsletter today is just fantastic. Sensei put so much work into this. This was this morning's show. You can go and check that. There is all about Circle. I mean, it's so well presented. I absolutely love it. Look at this. Links, videos, all verified, all fact-checked, well presented. You can build embedded videos, all the links for the show. You can get the app. I mean, look at it. Getting ready for China deal that's about to be announced tomorrow morning. Top gainers, top losers. The FOMC report countdown. Absolutely right. We're counting down to that. Chart of the day, Bitcoin. I mean, it's just absolutely fantastic. Everyone should get the newsletter. And this is the only way to get it. Listen to me, I'm telling you, the best way to get the newsletter, 100%. I'm going to tell you the best way to get the most and the best price. Here is the newsletter in the chat, and I'll show you how to get the best deal. This is the way to do it. No question about it. If you click on this, you come up to here. And the only way you should do it is the annual. The founder member is just because you want to be recognized as a founder member, all right? The annual is the best plan, definitely. You don't want to pay monthly because it's a lot more expensive monthly. There's no point paying monthly. If you pay monthly, you'll pay $5 a month more than you do annually. Annual. With annual, it's the only one you get a free 7-day trial. And the annual gives you everything plus the 7-day free trial. So what you do is you click on this, you sign up for this, you'll get everything. On every trading day, you'll get the newsletter, not only emailed to you, but also on the main database. The web version is fantastic. You can watch along during the show. You can try it for 7 days. It's the only one of all of these. The free one, you don't get very much for the free one. The founder one is like a tip because you are being a founder member, but it's much more expensive. This is the one you should do. We only have one founder member. This is the one everyone should do. I'm telling you the best value for you. I could just say get that one, but this is the one everyone should get, right? You get this. It's the only one that gives you everything, and it's the only one that gives you a 7-day trial, and you can cancel it and go, you know, it wasn't for me. No one's canceling it. Everyone loves it. Well, of course you do, because the service is ridiculous, and it costs you $120 a year. And you will get, it's like, I think Sensei said it's like 20 cents a day or something. You will get a report every day that I pay Sensei to work 2-3 hours every morning to do this. It's ridiculous. We could charge more than this. We should charge more than this, but we want everyone to be a member and have Discord and everything. And, you know, we understand everyone can't do everything, right? So we want to make it as cost effective as possible because we want you to be a member. We also want you to have the training program. We also want you to have, fun on the music show on a Friday night. So we've made it, we could charge, there are other people, I tell you, will charge $1,000 for this, right? But if you charge $1,000 and a membership and a training course and this, and it gets too much, right? So we've made it as a cost effective as possible. So that's what you should do. If you want to get the training course, I'll put it in the chat again for you. There you go. All right, there you go. You all know what to do. I've made it as clear as I can. All right, okay. Yes, CPI. I've already gone through all of that this morning, Mike. I gave a very, very detailed show this morning about it all. I hope you enjoyed that this morning. Just rewind the video back. So what we're going to do now is we're going to end the phone in, unpin that. We're going to turn that off. What I'm going to do now is, my prediction. I've made it ahead of time. All-time highs tomorrow, 7 a.m. in the morning. I've made all that very, very clear. What I'm going to do now is replay Sensei's show from this morning, including my show from this morning. So if you've missed what I said this morning about this, about all of this, if you've missed today's show or you want live chat, here is the extra. We're restreaming today's show live now on Extra. Oh, bloody hell. Look at me making a right mess. Live now on Extra. Pin that to the top. Pin that there. There it is. And I'll make sure that this show goes live now. You can talk to me directly into the studio. It'll automatically take you there. Oh, it's getting very close now. Tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. See if I'm right. I will be right. Very confident of that. So we're going to go to the extra channel. Going to restream what you've just missed. You can see me live in the studio. This is me live here, so you can talk to me live into the studio. If anything going on, that's me sitting here right now. That's the restream. The chat is live. It's a separate channel, so make sure that you subscribe to it. Become a member. Oh, it's trying to break out. Look, am I excited? I am, but for tomorrow morning. Oh my gosh, look at it. Just 1,300 to go, 0.71. It's a blink of an eye. It's absolutely nothing. It's going to be such an amazing moment, that is. That's coming tomorrow morning at 7 a.m., if my calculations are correct. So join me now on Extra, and I'll be back for the closing bell, and we're going to do Members Day, I think, on Thursday and Friday, after the CPI and everything else tomorrow. Right, so you've got all the links. We're going to do Day Trader of the Day. Are you up? Are you down? And we're also going to do the stars of the show. We haven't done that for a while. Let's do it right now. Are you up today? And I'm up today. 0.71%. Let's do the Day Trader of the Day. Shadoo, shadoo-be-doo-woo. Okay, let's roll the credits as well. Who are the stars of the show? Are you our star of the show? If you are the star of the show. New members, SM416, 107 billion, ER, Super Chats, Jerry and Elba, and Kimberly. Did we not get any subscribers? That's bloody weird. No public subscribers today. That never happens. No. We got 2, but they weren't public subscribers. That never happens. That's the quietest show ever. Oh well, never mind. Doesn't matter. Thanks for your support, members. SM416, 17 billion, and ER, and a super chat from Jerry and Elba and Kimberly. These are the stars of the day. Oh yeah. Let's see who wins. Up 0.71. 25% up, but had bad days last week. 25% up on your overall portfolio. Are you sure about that? No one's up 25%. Is that, do you have just one stock, or what is that? Is that your overall portfolio, Alex? Don't go cheating. Don't go cheating. Is that your overall portfolio? Because that's incredible. I've never seen 25%. Up 0.7, down 1%, 1.22. Up 4.06, up 0.21 today, up 2.03. Alex Hunt, are you really up 25% on a portfolio? Yep, 25%, mainly Tesla this morning. Well, all right. Hang on, mainly Tesla. Tesla's only up 1.5. Are you sure? Yes, $2,000 to 2,500. All right, I'm going to give it to you with skepticism, because if we look at Tesla, it's only up 1.64. How can it be up by 25%? But if you say you are, I'll believe you. Shadoo-be-doo-woo. Woo. Alex is saying yes, up 25%. A round of applause to you. Thank you very much. Give him a big thumbs up as well. We love it. That's a very good score, mate. Very, very proud of you. Well done indeed. That does sound pretty amazing to me, I've got to be honest. But maybe you've only got one or two stocks and something's gone up 1,000,000%. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to believe you because you know what you're talking about. Yup, 25%. Yet up 14.6. Speed betting. Oh, yes. Oh, I got you. You're doing you like living dangerously, mate, don't you? You know 95% of day traders lose money. Speed bettors, 99%. Like you said, you had a bad week last week. You're up today. You'll take your winnings from today and you'll lose them next week. I mean, be careful doing that, mate. I don't want to see you lose all your money. And there's no need. There's like no need to lose money. You could just be owning and, you know, you could just be doing that. You could just be doing that, but I don't want you to lose your money. I'd hate to see you come back tomorrow and go, well, I lost it all today. So anyway, sounds a bit like you like gambling. Anyway, well done, Alex. Wonderful. It is great. I'm out of here. I've got my gold member Penny waiting to call into the show, so I'm going to get ready for that. I'm going to have a quick cup of tea. And I'll be right back. I'll see you back for the closing bell. Join me now on Extra. Stay right where you are. Click on the link. It'll automatically take you there. But click on the link. You can be in the chat. You can watch what's going on. You can have a replay of today's show. And that'll be marvelous. All right. I'll see you back in a minute. I'll play Sensei's show, what you've missed, and then onto my show. And then you've got everything you've missed this morning, plus you've got live chat. Why wouldn't you join us? I'll see you back in a bit. Penny's on standby. Take care of yourselves and each other.